played harder. I thought we set a tone defensively. You know, it was great to hear our guys at halftime, you know, talking about, you know, we made defensive runs. Guys, we got stops and got out in the break. We were flying around tonight. Our energy was high. I thought our defensive execution, I didn't see our guards get picked tonight. Like, they got over picks tonight, you know. Last night, if you watch the tape, we just got picks it just melted on every pick, and tonight we were phenomenal. So, you know, it was like I said after the game, now you proved you can do it, and we just got to keep working on it, you know. So it's a good win for us.
I think there's a first quarter possession where there's a couple switches. Dame ends up picking a pass in the middle of the floor. Just what would you like out of Dame and Malik that they were executing those switches at such a high level?
And Malik tonight was phenomenal. And I think most people would say shooting, and we will say defense. He was phenomenal defensively. And we talked about that, like, you do your job defensively, the basketball guys will reward you with open shots. And that happened tonight for him. He had one possession where he got picked twice and stayed in there and got his hand on the ball. I mean, guys wanted to come out tonight a lot, which tells you playing hard is exhausting, you know, and that's a good thing for us to understand that.
Patrick Beverley got 12 minutes tonight in his debut. Just what's the process with a guy coming in last night? And
well,
I know you're
one thing
familiar.
you can't do is call a play from when I coached him with the Clippers. That made no sense tonight, what you did. And then the other four guys are looking around like, what? He called Oklahoma. I haven't had that play in my playbook since I was coaching him with the Clippers. And it was pretty hilarious. They ran it, which is even crazier, you know. But he's just positive energy. Holds his teammates and himself accountable. Really just wants to win, and I think our guys see that. I bet they've learned a little bit about him already. Like, it's not just BS talk. He's trying to get everybody to buy in and win. It's good talk for us.
Where did you notice his impact immediately tonight, particularly in the huddle as far as like communication?
Yeah, just being another voice. You'd hear me or one of the defensive coaches say something, then you could hear him repeating it to everybody. And even the young guys, you know, Tay learned the lesson today. He was sitting in the seat doing film, and Pat told the video guy to stop, and he said, you sit right in front of the TV. You don't get to sit in a chair. And it was just little things, good stuff for him, you know. I thought he was very impactful offensively too, with his just trying to organize the team. So good for him.
One of the rotations that you did tonight, it was very heavy on defense. Pat Bev, Dre, Pat Connaughton, Bobby, and Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
What do you envision for that particular unit, and what did you see from your team defensively tonight?
Giannis created that rotation with the extra foul that he committed, which we didn't want. But I just felt like that unit, I didn't know if we were going to score a lot, but I know we can get a lot of stops with that unit. This was more of a defensive energy game for us, so that's why we did it.
Just with Chris, did you have an update on his ankle situation?
Not yet. I mean, he's just going to be out for a minute. I can tell you that. I don't know what a minute means, you know, but yeah, I don't see him in the next couple for sure.
Want to wait till after game to ask this. You've spent more time on the road probably than here. What does this weekend kind of mean for you to have? I'm guessing tomorrow's kind of an off day for the players, but to be home for 2 days, maybe there's a practice, but just in terms of evaluation, the team, the coaches, et cetera.
It's like, you know, it's one of the refs were asking me, you know, when the ref asked you late in the game, he said, are you adjusted yet? And I said, heck no. I said, I've been on the road more than I've been at home. I said, I don't have a home yet. I'm still in the hotel. If anybody wants to rent me a good place, guys, I'm looking. You know, so for me, it's nice that we've gotten through these 7 games in whatever day. I've never seen a back-to-back after a West Coast trip. I just have never seen that. And tomorrow we get to rest. Then we get a practice where we can actually have a practice. And that practice, all of them are important for us. But, you know, after seeing all these games now, there's things that we definitely have targeted that we're going to work on. And that'll be fun, at least for us.
By the way, how's it going with 11 assistant coaches? Every player gets their own coach, or
It's a lot of them. I got to tell you, my first day, I say I'm going to learn the players' names first. That's what I told my coaches. So I said, if I call you by the wrong name, I'm sorry. But players first, and then I'll get to everybody else. But it is a lot of coaches.